ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World Tanks. So as you can see, this is a Ninja in the T37. This is a tier 7 game, but just barely a tier 7 game. On Melanovka, and it's a standard game. Now he is platooned up with... Oh, I should unpause. He is platooned up with Hunter and X-Born to be Wild. Okay. Both over there in artillery pieces. Now, Ninja was saying that he does not have comms with his friends at this point in time. Or he doesn't have a mic anyway, so he's going to have to type what he wants to do in chat, and then they're talking in his ear, I assume. Anyways, you getting another Ninja gameplay? Because I'm running out. So send me replays, okay? Because from here on out, it gets a little weird and interesting until I get more replays in. Anyways, so Ninja's just going to strafe the enemy team at a distance where he knows he's not going to get lit. And so he runs all the way across. He does not want to encounter this T50. The T50 can definitely scout him. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look like as much damage as he was hoping is pouring into the enemy team. I don't know if any damage got done to the enemy team, though definitely there was some big guns being fired. Now the downside of this particular maneuver, as much as you do get some early damage on the enemy team, you also get things like this. This is your top tier heavy tank. He needs to be on this hill in order for you to win this game. He's not. He's not anywhere near this hill. So we're going to jump back into Ninja's view, as Ninja's currently the farthest northernmost member of his team. This is really bad if you're in a scout tank, by the way. This is like the most horrible thing that could possibly happen, is your team is all still in the base. Most of the reason for this is all heavy tanks all went, ooh look, things to shoot at! And then they promptly forgot how to play heavy tanks and sat in the base. You can see Ninja really wants to shoot at some of these guys, but shooting would give him away. Giving himself away would likely mean he gets shot in return. He does not have the health pool to do that unless he pulls back immediately after firing. Oh, T37 blows up. Apparently, he did. I don't think he got lit. Interesting. So I still don't know if he has Sixth Sense on this thing or not. We're gonna have to find out at some point when he gets lit, and we know he's lit because he will be being shot at. Yeah, look at that. So he does have Sixth Sense. He has not been seen until just then. He gets that nice shot in on the side of the T29, and now shooting at. He's trying for the side of the hull. That particular shot went up and hit the side of the front of the turret. And that's not what he wants to shoot at. A44 is pouring some fire into him, and he's doing his best to avoid. I don't know what he's looking at right now, though. I think he's probably typing. Yeah. Yeah, he's letting his team know that the A44 is stock, and therefore not as much of a threat as the some of the bigger things out there. A44 is about to die though, so it doesn't really matter that he was stock. He's no longer in this game. No longer matters. Churchill 7 refuses to back down, so Ninja's just gonna pop out, put shells into him, and pull back before the guy can do anything about it. He's got himself locked on, I think. Nope, he's actually just gonna rock back and forth. We did manage to kill the enemy T29, and that is some of the enemy artillery. Now, do remember, there's 4 enemy artillery looking at him. There's 4 on our side too, by the way, but still, 4 enemy artillery are going to make this irritating at best. Irritating. Impossible to is possibly more of an accurate phrase. The other thing to note is the KV-3 is not up on this hill where he should have been. He should have been up there with the T29. The two of them up there could have dominated this hill and poured fire down into the friendlies, and this would have been a different game. But instead, the KV3 is probably still in his base, but based on the fact that we didn't spot him in this area, and we know he's not in this area, that leaves only a little bit of the map left for him to be in. And any of that spot that he is in is not a great spot for him to be, just on general principle. Nice shot into T50, tracking him. Unfortunately, all the return fire manages to drop us to almost dead. We do pick up our friendly artillery manages to pick up the kill on the T34A5, but now we got to be really careful sneaking back into this bush. Ninja cannot allow himself to be shot even a single time by just about anything. The T50 maybe doesn't kill him. The T37 definitely does. T67 just dies, so I guess we're not going to get killed by him. Nice shot on the move, or nice shot into a mobile T50, managing to take it out, and he does not get lit in the meantime. KV3 we see has been sitting, camping his base, hasn't done anything for his team, and hasn't taken any damage, or just about any damage anyway. He's going to start taking some damage now though, now that we know where he is. Ninja backing back far enough to shoot through the camo bush, auto-locking onto the Cromwell, or auto-aiming onto the Cromwell, putting one shot in like that, and now he's got to wait until the Cromwell comes out to play again. He's going to push forward a little bit to try and get a shot on this KV3 who's done nothing but camp his own base all game. Cromwell running for his life, not able to see us, thankfully, because otherwise this game could end badly. Cromwell is looking like he's trying to get into a position to do something. Looks like Ninja's typing to his team again, apparently asking what they're doing, because things like there's this heavy tank way at the back of the map doing absolutely nothing. KV2's kind of in here. E25's nah. Churchill 7, I don't know what he's doing. Apparently he's probably going for a swim. Maybe he needed to clean his tank off after a long day of, you know, not doing anything with it. I don't know. J Panther's way out of range. Like, these three guys are really key right now, and they're not doing anything. Nice shot into the KV3. Ooh. Sadly, that should have gone into his hull like that. Lit him on fire. Nice job. And he might burn to death. Yes, he does. Good job from Ninja. Cromwell's making a dash for the hill. It's not his best plan ever. He looks like he's passing the church, and nope. Gets led by a KV2 instead and blasted out of there. And there's only 4 enemy tanks left. 2 of them are deadly though, as the ioEthers. So you really got to be careful. Yeah, that is a problem as we lose our KV2. We do get spotted by one of the ioEthers, but they're not taking advantage of that. They're instead fleeing for their own lives, and they're gonna let Ninja get to some cover and turn invisible. Once Ninja's invisible, he really does. Well, he's named correctly. Let's put it that way. As they're not going to be able to see him until he wants to be seen. He pushed forward. He was trying to use that little bush for cover. Unfortunately, not doing it quite as accurately as he wanted to. Getting shot by the second guy who's over here somewhere. Thankfully, the shot only takes out his tracks, and now we're down to just 2 enemies left. Ooh, one of them is... Ooh, look at that. One shot taking out our Churchill. Whoops, that was not the Churchill. That was the heavy tank number 6, the Tiger copy. And Ninja seems to be typing to his team again. Ninja has this odd thing of typing to a team in the middle of combat. Wait. Interesting. Fairly certain that belongs up there, but, you know, okay. Cool. There we go. There's the enemy. He's still in full health, and thankfully he's not paying us any attention. Because if he was, he could totally kill us in a single shell. It's not a game, but Ninja is, however, looking at the ground. I'm going to assume typing. Okay. I'm going to pause this for a second. Ninja, the likelihood of him not being lit right there is very small. I don't know if he was because Sixth Sense didn't go off, but that doesn't mean he wasn't still spotted from an earlier point in time. Stopping in the middle of an open field when you're on this low health and there's an AMX-13F3 left on the enemy team is not a good plan. We're gonna put it that way. If he died right there, I would have laughed my head off, and it would have served him right. I mean, you can type to your team after the game is done. You can type to them while you're on the move. You don't need to stand stock still, aiming at the ground to type a brag to the friendly team. Like, seriously, guys. Oh. Anyways, that was well done, though. Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, Spotter, Hand of God, Bruiser, Arsonist, and Fire for Effect. You know, if any of you were wondering how much of an impact a Scout can actually have on a game, if they're worth playing, I present you this list of medals. Scout Tank. Yeah, I don't know how much of the enemy team he's spotted. We'll see at the end, but it looks like the majority of them. Like, maybe like 13 or 14 of the enemy tanks were spotted by him. Patrol duty, obviously, for spotting damage on that many tanks. Confederate, because he shot a ton of them. And then he also managed to pick up the high caliber because, well, the rest of his team did crap. 2,000 damage done. The E25 did the next best. And then we're not even going to talk about the quote-unquote high-tier heavies, who more or less just putter around their base and figured out which side of their tank wasn't clean enough yet. Do any of the... yeah, I guess these two guys deserve some props. They did the best on their team. They definitely survived the longest. Honestly, if Ninja hadn't been in there, they probably would have won that battle because of the fact our team was taking turns seeing who could collect the most windows instead of doing things like shooting at the enemies. But there we go. Over 5,000 assistance damage and 2,000 actual damage. And he spotted 12 and damaged 10. That is beautiful. The fact that he spotted 12 tanks on the enemy team of 15. You should really get some sort of epic medal for getting 15 and 15 enemies spotted. But I guess that would encourage too many suicides. So I guess if you live through the game and get 15 and 15, that could be a cool epic medal to encourage getting, or just to reward it. But anyways, this unfortunately is the result of all the gold and what's it called? The gold premium consumable he used. But oh well, relatively little just to repair the vehicle and put it back in working order. But still, an amazingly well done game. Thank you so much, Ninja, for sending this in. And don't forget, guys, I am running out of videos, so please send me games. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.